Welcome to Palace Station Ballpark and Casino. This is Crathan Garrikus presenting game 163 of the 2058 season. This one is between the Charlotte Flyers and the Las Vegas Hustlers. The winner goes to the playoffs to face Montreal. The loser is done for the year. Our starting pitchers for today, for the home Hustlers, it is Harrell. Brett Harrell making his 24th start of the year, 38 appearances. So he has spent time moving back and forth between the bullpen and the rotation, but he is on 4 days rest, as is Charlotte starter Juan Marroquin. Overall, this is his 33rd start of the season. With Charlotte, it is number 8. We're going to go ahead and jump into the game, and let's see who's going to the playoffs. Top of the first inning, here's Keiichi Mori. The count's 0-1. Mori waits for the pitch. Harrell throws. Fastball. Mori knocks it on the ground to first base. Budding slides over, makes the play, scoops it up, throws to Harrell covering the bag, and that is out number 1. Now, Chris McFadden up there. No balls, 2 strikes. After that last foul, Harrell looks in. Here comes the pitch. McFadden slaps it on the ground to the right side. Once again, Budding moving to his right. Picks it up backhanded, looks over, throws to Harrell, who makes the play, and that is out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Harrell, and Robert Menzies steps up to the plate. Menzies has been on the injured list for the last few weeks and is making his first start in quite a while. All right, the count is now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Menzies. Harrell delivers, and Menzies takes a big cut and comes up empty. Strike 3. That is out number 3. Harrell with a 1-2-3 first. The score is Charlotte 0. Las Vegas coming up. All right, bottom of the first inning. Again, it's Juan Marroquin, who is pitching for Charlotte. He'll face Rudge, Budding, and Gruen. If anybody gets on, it'll be Chris Hall. Rudge up there, a right-handed batter. He's now reached 3 balls, 2 strikes. He's fouled off a couple in a row, worked his way to a full count. Marroquin swings out his big delivery, throws. Here comes the pitch, and a softly hit ground ball to third. Moving over is Banger Dan. He scoops it up, makes a quick throw across the diamond, and Yoshikawa has it. That is out number 1. So a big out there for Marroquin to match Harrell. Arnoud Budding is the batter. Arnoud is the first baseman, big left-handed batter. Here it is, 1 ball, 1 strike. Marroquin throws, and a line drive into right center field. That's going to get down. The first hit of the ball game belongs to Budding and the Hustlers. All right, 1 down, runner on first. 3 balls, 1 strike to Helmut Gruen. Gruen waits, and the pitch. He takes a big cut, but doesn't get all of it. He hits it up in the air, a little too shallow, as McFadden moves over and makes the easy catch. Budding will have to hold at first, and that will bring up Chris Hall. Marroquin trying to get out of this inning clean. He's got Hall, the big lefty, at no balls, 2 strikes. And Marroquin winds and throws. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Las Vegas Hustlers leave a man on. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the top of the second in a scoreless ball game. Harrell's going to have to face first baseman Tadataka Yoshikawa first, followed by Banger Dan and Andy Bishop. Yoshikawa having a good year after his mostly missed 2057 due to injury. Stands in now after 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fastball. And he swings and hits it hard in between first and second. That's going to get down. That's a single for Yoshikawa. So the leadoff man aboard now for Charlotte with Banger Dan coming to the plate. Here's Dan now. He's been a little up and down this season. September has not been great, but August was fantastic. We'll see what he can do here. He's got 2 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Dan with a hard swing, lines it straight back up the middle, but that's going to stay up, and Cox is going to have an easy play as he stands in his position and makes the catch. Next up is Andy Bishop. 1 on, 1 out. The count is 1-0. Here comes Harrell's pitch. Fastball. Bishop gets under it and pops it straight up. That's going to be an easy play for Lloyd as he comes in under it and makes the grab. 2 down. Elvin Masuki, the switch hitting second baseman today, has been playing short most of the year. He's up there now. He's worked the count full. Harrell looks in, checks the runner, comes set, and the pitch. That's way too high, and that's going to send Masuki to first. Yoshikawa is into scoring position. That's our first runner in scoring position on the day, and Farid bin Mubarak is coming up. Mubarak, the catcher, steps back in. Count is 1-2. Here comes the pitch, and he grounds it to short. Turton moves over, scoops it, throws to first, and that is the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left on base, no score after 1.5. Okay, we're in the bottom of the second. Tristan Lloyd, Stuart Turton, and Kidane Ata will be batting. Marroquin. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Lloyd hits a lazy fly ball into right. Maury moves over. He's under it. He makes the catch, and that's out number 1. Now it's Stuart Turton. Turton, the shortstop. Looking in is Marroquin, trying to get an agreement on what to throw here on the 1-2 pitch. He's got it. Rocks and delivers. Here comes the pitch, and Turton gets a hold of it. This one's going deep down the left field line. That's going to stay fair, and that is gone. The Las Vegas Hustlers take an important 1-run lead on a Stuart Turton home run down the line and left. Las Vegas 1, Charlotte nothing, with 1 out here in the second inning. Ata is now up there. He's got a lead to work with. Marroquin trying to get out of this inning. Ball count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Breaking ball. Ata swings, hits it hard in between third and short. Moving to his left is Menzies. He makes the grab, turns, throws. Got him. That's out number 2. Now Claudio Morgan, the catcher, with the 1-0 count as Marroquin throws it in there, and a softly hit ground ball to third. Dan has plenty of time, though. Scoops it up, throws to first. Yoshikawa's got it. That's out number 3. But the big hit, the home run by Turton, and we have ourselves a Las Vegas run. The Hustlers 1, the Flyers nothing after 2. Here we are in the third inning. Victor Frazier leading things off against Brett Harrell. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Frazier waits. Here comes the pitch. He froze him on a fastball. Frazier must have been looking change, and he takes it for strike 3. That gets us back to the top of the order and Kyuchi Mori. Mori ahead in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Harrell. Mori drives it, but on the ground toward short. Turton picks it up, makes the quick throw over to Budding, and that is out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the third. Harrell working fast as he has the lead and is looking to hang on to it. Chris McFadden up there, 2 balls, 1 strike, waiting. And the pitch. McFadden stings it to center field. Going back is Cox. Back near the track, he leaps and makes the catch, and that's out number 3. Hustlers still lead at 1-0, going to the bottom of the third inning. Marroquin comes out to pitch at the bottom of the third inning. trailing by 1 run. He's been good, but gave up the home run last inning to Turton. Cox is the leadoff man here in the inning. Monarchine's 2-2 pitch, and it gets a little too much of the plate. Cox drives it hard to center field. Moving over is Frazier, and he gets there. Frazier with great range out in center field made that look easier than it was. Now here comes Tom Rudge. Rudge is the right fielder for the Hustlers. He stands in there, ahead in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Marroquin's pitch. Rudge gets a hold of it and drives it hard into the left center field gap. That's going to get down. Frazier gets to it to cut it off and keep Rudge at first. He hit it a little too hard, probably, to be able to get to second on that play. But the Hustlers are in business again with a man on and a man out, with with Arnoud Budding coming up. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Budding. Marroquin comes set, checks the runner, throws the pitch, and taken for strike 3. That is out number 2. Helmut Gruen up there, trying to make something happen here with a runner on first and 2 down. Marroquin holding, waiting. Rudge getting the lead. Marroquin throws over to first base. Yoshikawa's got it. Rudge is trying to head to second. Yoshikawa following him. Now throws to Menzies. Menzies is able to apply the tag, and that is out number 3. So the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left on base. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Still Las Vegas 1, Charlotte nothing. Menzies leads things off. Struck out his last time up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's here waiting for the pitch from Harrell, and Menzies pops it up. Soft, lazy pop up to second. Moving over is Gruen. He's got it. That's out number 1. Yoshikawa up there. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. Another pop up, this one back behind the plate. Morgan looking for it, and he's got it. That's out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the 4th. Harrell really rolling as we continue here in the 4th inning. Banger Dan up there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Harrell. It's swung at and missed. That is out number 3, and we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Las Vegas 1, Charlotte nothing. All right, Marroquin still up on the hill, starting the 4th inning. Helmut Gruen will come up to bat. He has a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Gruen waits on the pitch, and here it comes. Sharply hit down the 3rd base line. Banger Dan able to scoop it, throws across. Gruen is retired, and that's out number 1. Here is Chris Hall. Hall stands in. No balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Marroquin, and that's a fat fastball right down the pike. Hall smashes it into right center field. Going back on it is Frazier. He's back to the track. He looks up, and that one is well over the fence. Hustlers now with a 2-run lead in the 4th inning. Chris Hall and Stanley Turton, Stuart Turton, with solo home runs, and Marroquin is now trailing by 2. Tristan Lloyd up there now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here it comes. He misses for ball 4. Lloyd will take his base, and Ben Ruffin is going to come in. Manager Angelo Hernandez is on his way out to call Ruffin in. Marroquin's day is done after 3 2/3 innings, 2 home runs, and he trails 2-0. Okay, Ruffin's ready now. He'll face Stuart Turton, who obviously homered earlier in the game. He's got Tristan Lloyd standing on first. Here comes the first pitch to Turton, and he drives it hard in between first and second base. That's going to get into right field. Lloyd is rounding second. He's headed for third. Morey comes up throwing. Here it comes. Dan with the tag. He's out at third. Turton will hold on at first base, but that is out number 2, and that is a big one. That could have been a big blow to Charlotte, but Maury with a great throw, Dan with a great catch and tag, and here comes Otta with a runner on first and 2 down. Ruffin comes set. He looks over. Here comes the pitch. Otta, line drive into center field. That's going to get down. Frazier coming in. Gets to it, but Lloyd is... Turton rounding second. He's headed into third. The throw is not going to be in time. 2 on, 2 out. Claudio Morgan coming to the plate, and things are tenuous here for Ben Ruffin and the Charlotte Flyers in the bottom of the 4th inning. Morgan steps up. Ruffin comes set with runners at first and third. Looks at the runners. They have their leads. Ruffin throws. Morgan takes a swing and smashes it to third, but that's going to be an easy play for Banger Dan, who scoops it up, throws across to Yoshikawa to end the inning. But the home run by Chris Hall has made it 2-0 Hustlers after 4. Okay, top of the 5th inning. Harrell has been removed after 4 stellar innings, and Adrian Costello is coming in. First batter he'll face is Andy Bishop, the designated hitter today. The 3-0 pitch is on its way, and that misses for ball 4. Bishop is aboard to start the 5th. Elvin Masuki, the second baseman, stands in. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Masuki lays down a bunt. That's coming up toward the pitcher's mound. He does not have a play at second. He throws to first, retires Masuki, but Bishop is at second, and that was sacrificing himself for the opportunity to get a runner in scoring position. Fareed Ben Mubarak is up there with a man on second and 1 away. Here's the pitch. Ben Mubarak hits it on the ground to the right side. That's going to be playable for Budding, who can pick it up, step on the bag himself. Andy Bishop was able to make it into third without a throw. And so now with 2 down, Victor Frazier comes up with a chance to do something if he can get the ball to fall in somewhere. Here it is, 1 ball, no strikes. Frazier waiting. Here comes the pitch. And he drives it hard to right field. Going back on it is Rudge, and he makes the play to end the inning. An extremely hard hit ball, but Rudge was able to run it down, and the game is still 2-0 Hustlers as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Ruffin still on the hill. First batter he'll face is Mike Cox. Cox up there now, 1 ball, no strikes. Ruffin, here comes the pitch, and a ground ball to short. Menzies with the easy play, scoop and throw. Yoshikawa's got it. That's out number 1. Tom Rudge up there. He made a great defensive play to end the last inning and preserve the 2-0 lead. Here he is. He's worked the count full, and that misses ball 4. Rudge is on first with Budding coming up. Ruffin's in trouble again here. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Budding with Rudge already at first base after a walk. And here comes the pitch. He misses ball 4 again. So after retiring Cox to start the inning, Rudge and Budding have walked. Ruffin in trouble with Grun coming up. Big-time hitter. Grun's now worked it to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes Ruffin's pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 2. Chris Hall up there, he homered his last time up. He's got 2 men on. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ruffin comes set, checks the runners, and delivers. Called strike 3. Hall just stood there as the ball went by, and Las Vegas leaves 2 on. Going to the top of the 6th inning, Hustlers 2, Flyers nothing. All right, top of the 6th inning, Keiichi Mori is leading things off against Costello. He's worked the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Costello, and swing and a miss by Mori. That's out number 1. Here's McFadden. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Costello looks in, Now rocks and fires. Here it comes, and McFadden's able to get a piece of it. Hits it out past the second baseman Gruen into right field for a single. Runner on first now with one down for Robert Menzies. Menzies does not look great up there today, coming back from his long stint on the injured list. A strikeout and a pop-up. Now he's worked the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, a runner on. And Menzies swings and pops it up again, this time to short. Turton moves over, he makes the play, and that's out number 2. Tadatoshi Yoshikawa coming to the plate. He's trying to find something to get his team going. Down 2-0 in the 6th inning in a game that they have to have if they want to extend their season into October. Yoshikawa waits. Costello comes set. Here comes the pitch. Yoshikawa swings and drives one into right center field, into the deepest part of the ballpark, but it's got a chance. Cox going back. He's not going to get there. That's gone. Yoshikawa with a round trip shot to right center field. Remember, the first time a Flyers player hits a home run in every game this season, Delta Airlines gives away 1 free round-trip ticket to anywhere in the United States. Check delta.com/flyers for more information. Up now, Banger Dan. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Costello throws. That misses for ball 4. And Costello is going to be headed to the showers as Ray Keller is going to be brought in here. Keller comes set. Banger Dan waits at first. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Bishop gets a hold of it and hits it down the line. That's going to stay fair into the corner. Otta over to pick it up. Dan racing for third, Bishop for second. Here comes the throw, and Dan is going to have to hold at third. So now the Flyers have second and third with 2 down for Elvin Masuki. They've already tied the game in this inning, and they're threatening to do more. Masuki now down 0-2 in the count. Keller looks at the runners, now throws. Swing and a miss. Masuki is out, and the Flyers strand 2, but not before they tie the game on the Yoshikawa 2-run blast. So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Ben Ruffin still on the hill. Carlton Casson coming in to pinch hit to lead off the inning. The count's now 1-2. Casson waits on Ruffin. Ruffin looks in. He's got the sign, and here comes the pitch. Fly ball lifted into left field. Going over is McFadden. He's going to get under it and collect it for out number 1. Now it's Stuart Turton. Turton with the home run earlier in the game. He comes up here trying to get Las Vegas back on top. First pitch, he pops it up in the infield. Masuki shifts a little to his left, makes the catch, and that's 2 quick outs here for the Hustlers. The next batter is Otta. After getting ahead in the count 3-0, Otta has fallen into a full count. Ruffin looking at him, staring in, now winds and throws, and he misses high for ball 4. Otta takes his base, and it looks as though that's going to be it for Ruffin. Jim Thompson is coming in. Thompson has had a great year, mainly as a setup man for this Flyers ball club. He's coming in here in the 6th with 2 down and a runner on base. Claudio Morgan will be the first man that he sees. The 1-strike count. Here comes the pitch from Thompson, and a ground ball into right field. That's going to get by Masuki for a single. Otta goes to second. He's on his way to third. Here comes the throw from Frazier, and safe. That puts runners at the corners. 2 down for Cox. Thompson in a little bit of trouble here. He comes set. The 3-0. Way inside. Knocks Cox back a little bit, and now he's on his way to first. The bases are loaded. Cox at first, Morgan at second, and Otta at third for for Tom Rudge. Now with the count 1-0, Rudge waits. Here it comes. Smacks it out to the right side, moving over is Masuki. He picks it up, tosses it to Yoshikawa, and that is the end of the threat. The game is still tied at 2 after 6. Okay, we're going to the top of the 7th inning. Abu Wamukoda comes in to play third after Lloyd was pinch hit for. Ray Keller still on the hill. Ben Mubarak, the leadoff man here in the 7th for the Flyers. No balls, 2 strikes to Ben Mubarak. Keller's pitch. Lined into left field. That's up over the head of Turton, and that is a single. Ben Mubarak will hold there, and Charlotte is in business again here in the 7th. Now the number 9 hitter, Vic Frazier, coming up. Frazier ahead in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Keller comes set, checks the runner. Here comes the pitch. Frazier knocks it into left field. That's going down the line. If it's fair, it might be gone. It's fair. It is gone. A round trip shot to left for Victor Frazier. Ben Mubarak comes home to score. Then Frazier. It's 4-2. Charlotte with the lead late in this ball game. And now Kyuichi Mori stands in. Charlotte with the 4-2 lead. Mori. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Waits for the pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. That's going to get past Morgan. Morgan chasing it. Mori takes off toward first. Morgan throws to Budding. Not in time. Mori is aboard. Charlotte with a man on for Chris McFadden with nobody out and 2 runs already in the inning. McFadden stands in, and Keller ready to go. Checks Mori. Here it comes. McFadden crushes it over the second baseman's head into center field. Cox comes on, scoops it up, throws to third as Maury's trying to get there. Maury is in safe ahead of the throw. And now with runners on the corners and nobody out, Keller is going to be removed from this ball game. He's going to be replaced by Tom Miller, another right-handed pitcher. Miller's first opponent will be Robert Menzies. Menzies looking to do some damage here. He's struggled throughout the game, but now is a chance for him to do something. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miller comes set and throws. Swing and a miss. Robert Menzies strikes out again. Here comes Yoshikawa. He homered last inning to tie the game. Now he has a chance to break it open. First and third, 1 out. Yoshikawa, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Miller's pitch. Sharp ground ball to short. Scooped up by Turton. He throws to Grun. He's got the out, but Maury comes in to score, and Grun is down. It looks like the collision may have hurt him. We're going to have to check and see what's going on there, but the trainers are coming out, and it doesn't look good for Helmut Grun to finish this game. Grun had to be helped off the field. Carson Stauffer is now in at second, and the batter is Banger Dan. With a runner on first, 2 down, 3 runs in the inning. It's now 5-2. Miller's pitch. Strike 3. Dan is out. He was caught looking. And we go to the 7th inning stretch with Charlotte leading 5-2. The 7th, Jim Thompson still on the hill for the Flyers. First up is Arnaud Budding. The 3-1 pitch is down and away off the plate. That's ball 4. So Budding is on to start the inning, and that'll bring up Carson Stauffer in for the injured Helmut Grun. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thompson comes set, checks on Budding. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3. Struck him out swinging, and that'll be out number 1. Chris Hall steps up. The count's now full. Budding still at first. Thompson. Here's the pitch. Ball 4 up high. That's 2 runners on base with only 1 out, and Thompson is being pulled from the game. Coming in is Buono Manaki. Manaki has been a starter and a reliever this year, has spent more time in the bullpen than they initially thought. First batter here he'll face will be Abu Wamukoda, who, of course, came in to play third after Lloyd was taken out for a pinch hitter earlier in the game. So with 1 out, runners at first and second, the 1-0 pitch to Wamukoda. Ground ball to second. Scooped up by Masuki. Flip it over to Menzies. Toss to Yoshikawa. That is a double play to end the 7th. A huge, huge double play induced by Buono Manaki. And we go to the 8th. Charlotte leads it 5-2. Top of the 8th, Tom Miller still on the hill for the Hustlers. Andy Bishop leads off. Here comes the first pitch. Bishop drives one the other way. That's when it's going to get down and get past Rudge up against the wall. Bishop is headed for second. Here comes the throw, not even close. Bishop in with a stand-up double to lead off the 8th inning. Elvin Masuki comes up now with nobody out and a runner in scoring position. The 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Masuki swings and misses, strike 3. 1 down for Ben Mubarak. Three balls, 1 strike to Ben Mubarak. They've just called a balk. A balk on Miller, and now Ben Mubarak is going to bat with a man on third. Bishop moves over to third. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, he walked him. Runners at the corners. 1 out for Victor Frazier, the hero an inning ago, with a 2-run shot that gave the Flyers the lead. No balls, 1 strike to Frazier. Miller comes set. Here's the pitch. Line drive to right field. Moving back as Rudge, he makes the catch. Bishop tags at third. He's headed home. Rudge's throw is in time. They got Bishop at home. 9-2 on the putout. And that ends the 8th inning for the Flyers. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 5-2 Charlotte. Manaki throws the 0-1. Turton slaps it out to the right side towards Masuki. He scoops it up, throws over to Yoshikawa, and that is out number 1. Pinch hitting now, Girolamo, the Archibaldoli, the left-hander against Manaki. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. That is outside and low for ball 4. The Archibaldoli is aboard. Claudio Morgan comes up. Chance to try to get something going here with a man on and 1 out. No balls, 1 strikes. Manaki comes set. Looks over at the runner and throws. Ground ball, pretty well hit towards Menzies. Menzies is able to make the play. Scoops, throws it over to second. Masuki onto first for 2, a double play. Yoshikawa has got it in time. That is the end of the bottom of the 8th inning. Charlotte's still on top, 5-2. We're 1 inning away from knowing for certain who's going to the playoffs and who's going home. Top of the 9th inning, Todd Stone into pitch now for Las Vegas, replacing Tom Miller. The Archibaldoli is in left field. Pinch hitting for the Flyers is Fuad Demirel, the left-hander. He is an outfielder like Maury, who he's subbing for. He'll probably stay in and play right field. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Demirel. Here comes the pitch and a sharp line drive into left field. That's got a chance to fall in, but no. The catch is made and by Ada, and that is out number 1. Chris McFadden steps up. 3 balls, 1 strike from Stone. Here it comes. That's high and tight for ball 4. McFadden headed to first with 1 down. Here's Robert Menzies, who's played well defensively today but struggled at the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stone comes set. Checks the runner. And here's the pitch. Ground ball towards second. Stauffer's going to scoop it up. He throws to the bag at short for Turton, and that is out number 2 on a fielder's choice. So Menzies at first now for Yoshikawa with 2 down. Yoshikawa with a 2-run home run and then drove a run in on a fielder's choice earlier in the game as well. Here he is, 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That's a sharp ground ball to short. Turton's got it. Flips to Stauffer. That'll end the inning, and we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Last chance in 2058 for the Hustlers. Alejandro Chavez, the closer who was brought over in a trade mid-season, is going to be on the mound for the Flyers. Demerol, like we thought, is in right field. First batter he's going to face is Cox. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chavez, pitching from the stretch as he always does. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 1. Charlotte 2 outs away from the postseason. Tom Rudge up at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chavez delivers. Swing and a ground ball down the right field line. Gets past Yoshikawa. Charging over is Demerol. He's got it. He's able to hold Rudge at first, but that's a single, and the Hustlers have some life. Arnaud Budding coming up. Budding batting here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first. They need another base runner to get the tying run up to the plate. Chavez throws. Strike 3. Big swing and a miss from Budding. 2 down. 1 out away for Charlotte as Jesse Holman, the pinch hitter, comes up. Chavez comes set and checks Rudge over at first. The first pitch. Ground ball to first. Yoshikawa picks it up. Takes it to the bag himself. That's it. The Charlotte Flyers are headed to the 2058 postseason with a win over the Las Vegas Hustlers here today, 5-2. Game 163 was a thriller, and the Flyers come out on top.